All right. Been a while since I've been a graveyard walking. Uh, bad weather, and me going to the doctor and all this good stuff. I don't get to do this as much as I've been wanting to. At Memory Gardens in Central, South Carolina, close to Clemson. Clemson's the only thing going in Pickens County. At the flea market. Joyce Ann Martin, 1955, 1974. She didn't live to be too old. William Bill Martin. Yeah, 1924 to 2002. Juanita Giga Martin, 1927 to 2011. It's a big place. Well, ain't no way in the world I could cover all these things. A lot of dead people in the world. Claude P. James, 1899 to 1978. Stroba M. James, 1911 1993. Yeah, the weather's been bad and all that good stuff. I had to get out of the house for a while. Take a little stroll through the cemetery. William T. Hopkins, 1938 to 1986. Reba Jean Hopkins, 1943 to 1966. Leila T. Hopkins, 1960 to 1979. Guy Hopkins, 1902, he's a Mason, 1988. Mary Pat Ryan McAllister, 1959, 2017. Ernest Paul McAllister, 1955, U.S. Army. Ernest Lee Thomas, 1960, 1978. 18-year-old. Unusual name, Womble. Charles P. Womble, 1933 and 1978. Marina K. Scott, 1937. Hope it don't rain on me. It's a threatening. Man, I don't know what kind of tree that is, but it sure is pretty. There's a bird in it somewhere peeping at me. It must be some kind of holly tree. It got berries on it. Cheap, cheap, cheap to you. Birds keep telling me I'm cheap because I won't buy them no bird feed. Bobby Jean Humphreys, June the 7th, 37, April 14th, 2016. William H. Martin, 1945. Shirley I, 1950. Oh, I see a lot of pretty fake flyers, but this one on these walls. But that's a nice one. Look at there. Unique. Stephen Russell Roy, 1964 to 2012, and at Duval, 1962. James Carl Sanford, Corporal, U.S. Army, Korea, 1932 to 2021. Jesse A. Simmons, 1915 to 2015. Mattie C., 1915, 1984. Patterson, Hugh Patterson, 1935, 95. Aletha Smith, 1934, 2010. Crow lost his feather. It's Bobby Dame Morrison, Sergeant, U.S. Army, Vietnam, Purple Heart, 1949 to 2023. Evelyn Tennant, 1970. Helen Gillum Moat, 1924, 2003. James E. Moat Jr., Corporal, U.S. Army, World War II, 1921 to 22. Spring is a-coming. Curtis George Hamilton, 1946, 1984. Zelma Roper Hamilton Roscoe, 1945, 2015. Herman C. Kay, 1914, 1973. Edith H., 1924, 2010. Wendell K., 1953, and Susan D., 1956 to 2021. He is a Mason. Or is a Mason. I don't know if he did yet. His wife is. Wanda M. Shirley, 1964. Like the Georgia Bulldogs. Thurston Joseph Shirley. Let's see. 1961 to 2015. George Alexander, U.S. Army, World War II, 1922 to 1994. Lona Alexander, blood wife and mother, 1922. Harold E. Johnson, 1907, 1992, and Harriet H. Johnson, 1907. Joseph Clinton Melton, 1943 to 2020. Edward Martin, Corporal, U.S. Marine Corps, 1925 to 2011. Purple Heart, South Carolina National Guard, retired. Louis Dern Martin, 1931 to 2018. Sharon Lynn Martin, 1953 to 2014. He must like racehorses. Gerald S. Nims, 1930 to 1996. Mark Alexander Smith, 1924 to 1997. Alonzo Will Smith, 1901 1966. Emily H., 1899 1995. Wallace Bickley Smith, 1935, 1990. Together forever and married in 11/22/62 to Vadru Kathleen, 1942. Robert B. Bob Blackman, 1933 to 2014. Married June 28, 1954. Betty Lou Wallen, 1931 to 2014. Sylvie Chandler, 1948, 1980. We love you, Mom, Jeff, Duffy, and Dana. Tom W. Lou Wallen, 1897, 1980. Jewel D, 1901 to 28. Rachel Watt Lou Wallen, 1924, 1995. Albert B. Lou Wallen, Sergeant U.S. Army, 1919, 1974. William G. Hudson, U.S. Army World War II, 1925 to 2010. Professor of Engineering at Clemson University. Louis Carver, 1919, 1975. Agnes T, 1925, 2001. William Gary Hudson, 1948, 1987. William Bill Hudson, 1925, 2010. Margie Cole Hudson, 1924, 1987. That's a big son of a gun, ain't it? But I'm a quarter of a mile from the car. Wallace, Herman Wallace, 1928, 2010. Sarah Emma, 1925 to 2012. Connie Maxie Smith, 1901 to 1978. Nanny Zaraldi, 1997, 1997. Ernest Clifton Smith, South Carolina Sergeant, General Hospital, World War II, 1965. Nancy Crenshaw Smith, 1912, 1991. Clifton Hamilton Smith, 1949 to 2012. Jackson, U.S. Navy, 1940 to 2002. Major Dale Jackson, 1954 to 2002. 1919, 1970, 2012, 1999. 1918, Arzella Carey, 1999. Robbie Marion Roton, 1935, 1999. And I see raindrops. Annie Ponder Roton. She ain't got no death dates. Roy Calvin Duncan, U.S. Army Corvette, 1929-2010, lovingly known as Cowboy. William Burt Brown, 1929-2015. Purple Heart. Sally Kirkland, 1936-2022. Some guy. She must have been a teacher. Wallace Trayman, U.S. Air Force, 1931 to 1977. Job T. Jackie Hendricks, 1951 to 2022. He married 9/1/1973 to Linda Kay, 1954 to 2012. Susan McKinney Kernoodle, 1947 to 2016. Edward Chambers, Private U.S. Army, World War II, 1923-2000. Thomas W. Teat Squeak, 1929 to 2010. Barbara Sammy Teat, 1935 to 2014. Roy Poitras Jr., 1937 to 2007. Helen Gurley, 1939. Oh, here's a Turner. Lena Caroline Turner, 1990, 2013. Samad Farad Hamoud, 1983 to 2013. Must have married an Arab. Joseph J. Richards, 1916 to 1973. Emma C. Richards, 1912-2010. Joseph Richards Jr., 1943-2019. Barrett, Stan Barrett, 1950. Married to 2870 to Betty Eagle, 1950 to 2003. Same year I was born. That ain't good. James C. Cantrell, 1917-1983. Manny Johnson, 1922-2002. Won't be long, I'll be taking that final dirt nap with it. That's the way I'm feeling. George Edgar Jr. Hubbard, 1923-2000. Florine Thomas, 1921-2005. William H. Riddins, 1941-1986. Nerdy pretty flyer. Carolyn Sutherland, July 8, 1944, June 12, 2012. Charles David Grant, 1938 to 2008. He married Betty Leopard June 22nd, 1941 to July 31st, 2008. David Newton, 1914, 1999. Edith E. Newton, 1917 to 2008. James H. Crawford Sr., U.S. Army Air Force, World War II, 1921 to 2010. James A. Rowland, he's a Shriner, 1921 to 2001. Katie C., 1923 2003. Member of Ansel Newton, U.S. Navy, 1936 1999. James H. Martin, 1915 1988. Ruth O. Martin, 1919 to 1993. Folks, I'm going to have to give it up. My old neck hurting too bad.